No matter how many good days I have, I wonder why I can't motivate myself to eat well all the time. Why do I have days like this? Why do I need days like this? Contrary to what you may believe about me from all the fitness videos you see, fitness only takes up 1 to 2 hours of my day. A lot of the time you see me as you do here. It's not my best moment, I may admit, but this is what I end up doing for a lot of the time. Sure, I probably need to get more sleep, stop procrastinating as much, eat more kale. But I think it's also a mixture of feeling a general sense of malaise and apathy towards modern day life. But why are more and more of us feeling this way? In this video, I explore some of the lesser known reasons why this could be. I'm constantly seeing videos of the best protocols to improve my life, to become more productive, to be the best version of myself. I want to share something different. In fact, I want to share the argument that the exact opposite may be just what we need as a society and as an individual. You see, the less focused we are on getting the right productivity protocols and optimizing our life, the more we become less anxious and live more in the present moment. I'll give you a few examples where this applies. A lot of the reigning podcasts seem to have the same advertisements. Adverts for AG1, that weird green juice drink that apparently is supposed to make you feel like you're getting all the best nutrients and vitamins this world can offer. I'll stick to my veg and fruit, I think. They're way cheaper. However, there are some products and services endorsed not only by these podcasts but other accredited sources, as well as free protocols that we can try and include in our everyday life and our daily routines to maximize and to live to our optimum health. The problem I find with optimizing our life and our health is that it takes away experiences where we can build on our resilience and perseverance as humans. If I've cultivated the most perfect morning routine and the perfect routine I have to start 2 hours before I go to sleep, let's just pretend that I have nothing better to do and that I always spend 2 hours getting ready to go to bed. Then if I was ever in a situation where I went on holiday and I was staying at a friend's house or a hotel, or God forbid I went camping and didn't have my usual amenities with me, I would find it far harder to adapt to that new environment. Modern life is so full of a lot more decisions than we used to have to make. We have the paradox of choice where we are overwhelmed by the amount of choices, like where to go for dinner or what to cook for dinner, how to get to XYZ place, what mode of transport to take. We constantly have decision fatigue for every minor choice or decision that we have to make throughout the day. Work used to be something that we completely disconnected from once we'd finished for the day. Now the most common work is intellectual. You think for a living, and that means you think about your marketing presentation, for example, while you're doing laundry at home or cooking dinner for your kids. And that means that you're working a lot more than the given hours that you should be. It's completely exhausting, and as humans we haven't evolved fast enough to understand how to deal with those changes, so our mind gets depressed, anxious and exhausted. I once heard this saying that life is the letter C between the letters B and D. They stand for birth and death, and the letter C is in the middle, and that stands for choice. It's important to remember that we have an evolutionary mismatch. The world has developed far quicker than our biology has. In this modern day world where our technology is ever increasing, we live in an addictive culture. Addiction is anything that keeps us tethered to the hamster wheel of attention outside ourselves and draws us away from that type of introspection. Now we have the ability to cultivate and select our reality rather than deal with the reality given to us. This allows echo chambers to continue to propagate. And we can hyper-select everything we need, and we no longer have to adapt to the circumstances given to us. Social media moves at a pace where slower thinking is sacrificed for reactivity. Nuance isn't attractive on social media, and attention comes from stirring up antagonism and polar opinions to create arguments. Even if you don't participate in these arguments, it can sometimes feel so defeating and nihilistic when you read the opinions of other people online or you're confronted with the news 24/7. It can be very difficult to switch off from us reacting from what we see and read because of the spikes of adrenaline and our high cortisol levels. These changes to our everyday life have meant that for the average person, it feels increasingly difficult just to exist, just to be. We're constantly feeling tired, a mixture of physically and mentally feeling tired. What helps me deal with this, and you can probably guess what I'm going to say now, is exercise, especially walking. Apart from all the physical benefits of exercise, what it does so beautifully is present you with a problem that you can solve in the present. What I mean by this is if you go to a gym and you're picking up a few dumbbells and you're going to complete a few reps, that's a problem that you need to solve. You need to work out to physically feel good, and you can solve it right there and then. You don't need to make a to-do list, you don't need to put it off for the next day, you're already there, you pick up the dumbbells and do your reps and sets, and there you go. One problem done. It's the mental equivalent of ticking off something from your to-do list, and it gives you that slight kick. Once you get the ball rolling, you then feel that you can take on bigger challenges in life. And that's why I will always be a massive advocate and fan of health and fitness. Not just because I feel I personally need to do it to have a healthy and cheery life, but because it helps me tackle the bigger monsters, as well as building the resilience that I so crave for, but often lack in my modern day existence. I hope that whatever you're facing in life, however demotivated you may feel, or however nihilistic you may perceive your future to be, you can inject a little bit of exercise and movement and feel a little bit more optimistic about what the future may hold. If you're feeling similar, please remember, this moment is not your life. This is just a moment in your life. I want to be super productive, learn how to do a backflip, speak 4 languages, go to countries I haven't been to yet, lose a few pounds, progress in my career, spend more time with my family, but then I just get overwhelmed and end up doing this. But it's okay. You are going to get tired sometimes. The bags. On an individual level, the free and best things we can do are spending time in nature, keeping hydrated, going for lovely walks, and finding time in our busy lives to dedicate some time to a hobby or a passion project. Spending time doing what we love. And for me, that's exercise. We can't always, in inverted commas, be at our best. I get tired too and often can't stick to the routines I've set myself and the nutrition plans I have. I try my best, but at the end of the day, there's more to life than the perfect morning routine, protocols, and expensive products I can buy to optimize my life. I'm human.